Hi friends, Bree-Anna here again, manager of theatrical and early childhood experiences at Miami Children's Museum. And welcome to another video celebrating Black History Month, sponsored by PNC Bank. Today's unsung hero is Mr. Herman LeVern Thompson-Jones, an unsung hero of the theatre, my favorite. He is a theatre practitioner, writer, actor, singer, dancer, teacher, critic. He's done it all. He has traveled with his craft all around the US and the world. And he has performed and worked with and met with some of the greats like Maya Angelou and Sidney Portier and Oprah. He has really helped shape and create Black theatre here in the US. I had the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Jones for all of you at home, and here is some of what he had to say.
Everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, I'm Herman LeVern Thompson-Jones, and how did I get involved with the theater? It's an amazing story. When I was growing up, the whole idea was to become a doctor. That's what my mom wanted for me, because Dr. Georgia Vivian Austin Jones said to me early on, whatever you do, be the best at it, but I want you to be a doctor. So I started the first grade in 1960, and in the 6th grade, 1966, integration was on the move. And I went from an all-Black school, Ghana Consolidated High School, to the white school in 1967. And I was one of 3 Black students that went over early. In the 11th grade, 1971, someone came up to me and said, "You should take the drama class." I was like, okay, tell me about that. It's easy, man. You know, you go in there and, they talk about plays. It's easy. Now I'm on the football and basketball team. So I said, okay. And I got the script. And the man in the moon had to sing a song. It had to be lowered from the rafters down onto the stage in a swing. And so it became opening night. I'm way up in the rafters in a seat. I'm strapped in, and I'm just sweating. Sweat is dripping down on the stage. And I said, oh my God. So I got myself dried in the face, and I was just like soaking wet because I was nerved out. And the music was building, and it came my turn to sing. The man in the moon was a lady. And all of a sudden, the crowd went wild. I'm talking about unbelievable. And I finished the song, got a standing ovation. All of the football team, basketball players, everybody was there. I was like, oh my God, what an incredible moment. Graduate from high school, I go to North Carolina State University, which is down the street in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm walking across campus from my biology class because I'm headed to be a doctor. And J.K. Farrell, big guy, white guy, he was standing at Thompson Theater, the Frank Thompson Theater on North Carolina State's campus. And he says, "Hey, brother, you want to be in a play?" And I was ignoring him because he just started randomly talking to me. He says, no, brother, hold on. You want to have some fun, man? I kept walking. I was going home, going to go study biology. And he said the magic word, "Hey, brother, There's some lovely little young ladies in there too, man. You might meet your future wife or something, man. Come on. It ain't gonna hurt to try. Have you ever been on a play? I said, what the heck? I'll go in there for 15 minutes, see what it is, and leave. I go in the theater, and they were doing a play called Heim's Greenlight. And you know what happened? I got hooked. And so I'm walking across campus, and these black students said, "Hey, Herman, come here. We want to be in the theater, man. You're the only black person in the theater." I was like, "Yeah." So they said, "Well, we want to be in the theater. Why don't you do something to be in the theater?" And I told them, I said, "Come on, be in the theater. Y'all can just come and be in the theater." They said, "No, we want to start a group called the LeVern Players." And all of a sudden, they using my middle name to create a theater company. I went from walking past the theater to getting involved in the theater. 3 years later, I started a theater company. I changed my mom's house, my grandmother's house that I was living in, into a theater. I said, this is what my mom would want me to do. She would want me to do what I love doing, that I would wake up every day and have the passion for. And that's where I am. Now, a little bit about the National Black Theater Festival. It started in 1989, and I met Larry Leon Hamlin, the late Larry Leon Hamlin, in 1987, and he told me about it in St. Louis, Missouri. And we were on a famous airplane flight, as it turns out now, and Herman LeVern and Larry talked about the National Black Theater Festival 2 years before it was to happen. And he invited me to be on the National Board of Directors. But little did I know, 2 years later, he was going to ask me to come in and help him get it going. And we solicited letters from around the country from black theater companies. And he brought me in May. I was in Europe touring what is my signature production called I Have a Dream, written by Josh Greenfield. We were touring it in London and Birmingham, England. I got off the flight May 10th, 1989, and in 10 weeks, we went from $5,000 to raising $1 million to produce the festival. And in the first festival, we had Oprah Winfrey, Maya Angelou, Lou Gossett, Cicely Tyson, James Earl Jones, Antonio Fargas, and a host of other major stars, and of course it went over very well. That festival will be celebrating its 32nd anniversary come this upcoming August the 2nd through the 7th. And I'm considered one of the co-creators of that festival. And it happens every 2 years, and it is considered one of the major projects of North Carolina and the country and internationally. 60,000 people attend every 2 years, and it lasts for a 6-day festival. So I'm very happy about that. And this is me in that festival. In the start, I was a producer, director, organizer, creator, unsung hero. Unsung hero. Unsung hero. It's an amazing term, because what it means is that you've done things to help a society, to help a people, and it's recognized. I've toured the world with theater, I've met the giants, but I'm not a household name, but I'm underneath, I'm that Karen, I'm that Karen that's underneath. You see the stuff on top, but I'm underneath. And I just love the fact that when I get with youth and can share and get into their world, that's one of the joys in my life. My advice for the young black performer is to believe in your mentors. Help your parents choose the right people to put you in front of, and believe and trust and study. Just study. You don't want to become rich. You want to be able to tell a great story. And to be able to do that, you have to have technique. And the biggest way to get technique is for your parents. And the parents out there, take your kids to quality people. That's what counts. And be diligent for your child. Be a warrior for your child. Trust your child's instinct if they want to perform, and they'll know, and you will know if they decide it's not their thing. But the young performer should trust the teaching and focus on the teaching. That's the biggest thing I can tell them. Focus.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones, for sharing your story with me and all the kids at home. If you like what you saw and want more videos like this, well, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch us on Facebook and like us, and follow us on Instagram, and you can get more of our museum at home experience right at home. Until next time, I'm Bree-Anna, and I hope you have a lovely, wonderful day. Take care.